Welcome everyone. My name is Ed and I'm the Beercan Hunter. Welcome to my new channel, the Beercan Hunter. And I just gotta be upfront with you guys. It has been a long time since I really got into collecting beer cans. Back in the late 70s and into the early 80s, I was all in on beer can collecting, and I could just remember the days of going to Lost Nation Road in Willoughby, Ohio. There was a gully over there, believe it or not, and it was called Beer Can Heaven because a lot of the beer cans would be just tossed into that little gully. I wasn't old enough to drink at that time, so that's where me and my friends would go to get our beer can collection started. And the rest is history. I could remember the day that my father would go to Fisher Fazio's, and that's a long gone supermarket, but Fazio's had beer cans there, individual beer. I remember them always selling their name brand beer was Heritage House beer. And it was the crappiest beer, but my dad bought it because it was cheap. But while we were in the beer can section, the beverage section, there would be other cans just like these there that I would ask him to buy the beer, and he would drink it happily, and then those cans would become part of my collection. And my other friends would also get in on that, and we would get our parents to go. I remember going to Frankenmuth, Michigan with my parents just to get German beer cans, okay? But it was the fun, to me, wasn't the drinking of the beer, because to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest beer drinker, but it was actually getting that hard can, that can that nobody else had. And, you know, for the longest time, a lot of these cans have sat in my garage, and I'm just now starting to awaken that drive to get that beer can collection going. These are just a small taste, pardon the pun, of some of my beer can collection over here. I can always remember, well, Pabst Blue Ribbon was really not much of a beer as far as my dad, and you know, it was kind of a hard tasting beer. But every year around this time they had the Bach, so I was always hunting around for the Bach beer version over here. So that was a big thrill when I finally came across that can over there. And you know, I've been pricing out a lot of these cans, and they're, you know, to me the labels are, you know, peels. Some of these cans, you know, the average price for some of these cans is like $5, which to me is a shock to the system to think that something that was so cheap back in the day is now worth $5, especially if they're in good shape. You got so many new cans nowadays with the craft beers. These are some of the newer ones that I've been getting. Bikini beer, you can find that in any beverage store now. And the Goggle Fogger. I've tasted these beers, and they're actually pretty good. But back in the day, when I really just got started, these three cans over here were the ones that everyone wanted. You know, well, first of all, the old Froth and Slosh with the Marsha Phillips on there, the 1969 old Froth and Slosh winner. You know, it takes me back to the time when, you know, Pittsburgh was all about beer and stuff like that. And speaking of Pittsburgh, the Oyster House is a restaurant in Pittsburgh, in the downtown area. I actually went there to try to make a video of the restaurant, but it was during the COVID, and it was locked up, so I got to go back there. But this restaurant still exists in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh area. Speaking of the Pittsburgh area, how we would be remiss if we didn't show you these cans over here. These are in excellent condition. The Pittsburgh Steelers, and I know they're the Steelers, and I'm a Browns fan, as you can see from the hat, but you got to love these beer cans. They're awesome. Look at that, the 1976 Super Bowl champs. These might be worth, like, if they're in good shape, you know, maybe $25 a piece, maybe more, who knows? I mean, and of course, Iron City was the one. This one isn't in the greatest condition, but these cans were part of my youth. They were, like, so cool. Not to mention all the Schmidt cans that had the pictures on them. This is the standard Schmidt can over here without all the scenes. But you have the signing of the Declaration of Independence, or the Bicentennial, the Declaration of Independence on there. How cool is that? That's a cool can. But to kick off my inaugural video, I just don't want to talk about beer cans. I want to add on to my collection and continue it growing. And a few weeks ago, I went to the store and I got myself the Joe Thomas beer because he's a legend in Cleveland, Ohio, for being the all-pro. He's a Hall of Famer. The awful. So the beer was kind of harsh. I mean, I got the can, and I love Joe Thomas, but the beer, not so much. Anyway, that's just my taste, okay? So but changing gears, Travis Kelce has gotten in with his brother Jason in this brewing company called Garage Beer. And I guess his favorite beer is Garage Beer. I'm going to run to the store, and I'm going to buy a can of Garage Beer for our inaugural video, and we're going to do a taste test live to show you what I think of Garage Beer and how it stacks up to Joe Thomas's beer. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Beercan Hunter. All right, I'll bring you guys right back. We're going to go to the store. Okay, I'm here at Shoregate Beverage and Liquor here in Wilwick, Ohio, on the corner of 305 and Lakeshore. I spoke with Dave, who works here, and he says that Travis Kelce beer is here. Now the question is it in cans? Because that's what I'm all about, collecting the beer cans. So let's get in there and see what they got. I don't think that door works over there. Okay. All right. Okay, with a little bit of help from this gentleman who doesn't even work here, but he does know about the Garage Beer. That's the brewing company that actually manufactures Travis Kelce's beer. He actually has part ownership in the brewery, but his name is not, his likeness is not on the can, but this is what him and his brother drink. So this is the light version over here, and you can also get the stuff with a lime. And if you like Corona, then this is the one to get. So I'm going to go with this. I'm going to bring it back to the house, and we're going to do our taste test on the Garage Beer. Well, you know what? I'm probably going to stick. I'm more of a light beer person with that. I'm going to try this version first before I go into the lime one over there. All right. Thank you for your help, though. Okay. I'm back at the house. And this is the Garage Beer that I bought from Shoregate Beverage. And I'm going to read the label to you guys really quick here before we get into it. Okay. It says on the back here, this is the side of the can where beer brands tell their story, but we thought you'd rather just drink beer with your buddies. Garage Beer is light, refreshing, and made with the highest quality ingredients. That's it. Keep it light. Cheers. All right, so there you go. They don't really want to go too much detail, but the details that they do tell you is it's got 30 carbs, 95 calories, and 4% alcohol. Okay, so a little bit above the 3.2 beer, which to you guys who maybe are older, back in the day, you were old enough to drink 3.2 when you were younger, but anything above it, you had to be older or something like that. I don't know. It was just a way of keeping you from drinking too much of a stronger alcohol content back then. Okay. This can will be not part, well, it'll be part of the collection, but I have a 12-pack, and I'm going to open the top the traditional way, like that. I probably just ruined the value of the can right there, but that's okay. All right. I'll pour it for you guys. The gentleman at the store said that it's kind of like on the line with Miller Lite. And they also sell a version, it also looks like ginger ale. Doesn't that look really, it's not a dark beer at all. All right, that's enough to get started right there. Doesn't that look like ginger ale? Well, I love ginger ale, so you know what? I'm thinking this might be okay. All right, you ready to give it a try? Here we go. Wow, that's a lot of foam there. Okay. Wow. that goes down real easy. And it doesn't have compared, I mean, I'm comparing apples to oranges here. When you have the Joe Thomas beer, it hits you really hard, like he does when he's blocking, you know. And it does, you know, have a little bit more kick to it, a lot more hops in it, I guess. This is much smoother, lighter. I mean, it's almost like I am drinking ginger ale. It's not really harsh at all. I mean, harsh is furthest from what I would say to describe it. It's very, very smooth. Wow. That goes down really easy. I can see myself drinking this. I mean, like I said, I'm not a hardcore dark beer type drinker. So this is really, if you're not in that bracket, then you could definitely enjoy one of these with maybe some salsa and chips. I don't know, but all right. Well, Travis Kelce, you can help pay for Taylor Swift's whatever now that you got your successful beer company going. All right. Yeah, I think him and his brother are in on this, Jason. And hey, they're local from the Cleveland area, Cleveland Heights area. So I say more power to you, baby. Good job. All right. Na zdravia. Good health. Oh, yeah. You know, back in the day, when me and my friends would be doing our beer drinking, I don't know if you remember the commercial that they used to have for Lowenbrow. Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. The beer you'll pour must be something more. So tonight, let it be Lowenbrow. Ooh, there's more to it than that. But we would sing that song, and we knew we were having a good time then. And I hope that you guys had a good time watching this video with me, my inaugural video, the Beercan Hunter. So let's take this journey together, looking for some more beer cans. And if you got beer cans that you want me to, more beer cans you want me to collect and try on camera, put it in the comments and let me know what you want to do. Thank you all. See you guys in the next video.